Sure. Hello, everybody. Um, this is Veronica Hamilton once again with you. Um, I think that the chat room is pretty sparse today because I didn't get the messages out reminding people about tonight that I usually do. And last week I had to take the evening off. However, I will go ahead and continue and we will go ahead and run through the process. It'll be a little less interactive until there are people to interact with. Go figure. And then we'll go from there. Um, if nothing else, this will show up on the videos, the VODs. So, see, I gotta, you know, talk like a real Twitch streamer. VOD, not video. It's VOD. Um, and we will see how the evening goes. We were playing in Exile. We'd just gotten to Adana. We've gone through the linking book to Adana. Um, Unfortunately, Adana is the one I have the most trouble with in Exile, and so people will kind of watch me get lost a bit. So yay. Okay, we go through there, and you can see that through the eye there, the little thing acts as a what do you call it? What's what I'm looking for? As a lens. So let's take a look here. This way. Go there. There's not much here. We go down this way. See, once again, the island. We are on an island of some sort. Islands being kind of how, Myst does things. Okay, let's take this, go here and take this dude upward. And for a quick cutscene. Okay, we've come up to the top here. Oh, and there's the mama bird. Shara, Rachel, good to see you. I am glad that you can make it. Okay, we've got our mama bird there. And we're going to use the flower to take a look here. So Rachel, I don't think a lot of people are uh, here yet, mostly because I didn't get my reminders out today. But hopefully people will notice that I'm here, and then we'll get a little more people on the stream. Otherwise, if you've got anything you want to say, you've got my complete attention. Well, okay, except of course, for this part here. But okay, except the fact I'm playing a game and all. But if you have any specific things you'd like to hear me talk about, you've got it here. Okay, let's go up and around. Oh, and the mama bird takes off. Uh, Shara Parker, hello, good to see you. Yep, this is Adana. Um, Utility horticulture is a good way of putting it. Um, and as I've mentioned before, this is the one I have the most problems with as a player. I get lost in Adana real easy. So probably expect me to get lost as we do things here. Okie doke. Adana has this just great feel, I think, because of just how much is sort of built into the environment, literally. See, okay, where is the part that we? It's over here somewhere. There we go. I think this is a really clever set of mechanics that Adana shows us. You know, I think sometimes it's very hard to see what's going on and understand the interactions. Um, but I think the mechanics themselves are pretty clever. Um, I know it took me a bit to get the hang of it. Well, okay, I pounded my head on the wall like crazy the first time, but okay, you can see now that you can see the burn mark from where I sent the um, you know shown the light and filled this up, which made this working. So, but I think that Idana is a very good example of turning puzzles as problem solving, in the sense that you have to you are given a problem in front of you and you have to find some sort of solution to it. Um, which I think is the best type of puzzles for a role playing game. Um, but like I said, I have a particularly there's our fish, our electric fish, and I think the Donna is also the one that has the most. I forget which way I'm going here. That represents the most of its theme. We know, of course, we've got the themes that the little principles that show up in Atris's journal, uh, which, and I think Adana really does in fact embody it. Oh, but we got our fish there now. Now I gotta remember where the heck I am. Did I go that way? Did I go this way? Doo doo. Oh, and there's the little bit of story bit where we've heard that the mother bird has been caught. It's kind of a hard one to realize that what's going on there. Um, just because it's so very much um, environmental and happens kind of off stage, as it were. Let's see here, I feel like I'm missing something here. Yeah, these turns and such here, they turn me around like crazy. But yeah, you get the lights that the plants react to the lights, and the plants react to one another, and I think that's a really strong environment to work with. In a role-playing game, of course, you know, you probably won't keep a huge amount of track of where everybody is specifically, and that I think is the strength of the role-playing game in this particular situation. Let's do. Oh yeah, I gotta break that, don't I? Okay. Because we can't actually swing over there. But we can swing over here to the squee trap, which is always fun. Torturing squeeze is always, an important part of the game. Oh, by the way, Junie, I didn't notice you come in earlier, so I want to say hi. Hi, Junie. Good to see you. Um, anybody has, topics or ideas or anything, how have your day been going, whatever, just go ahead and bring it in the chat. Yeah, Parker, without the straight or parallel lines, it's easy to lose track of where you are. I'm not entirely certain how I would fix that in this game per se. Because it's the environment is so naturalistic and is supposed to seem naturalistic. But like I said, in a role-playing game, it's not you're not going to have this problem because you can very specifically say, it's up here and it's up there, and you know how to get there. This also comes to one of my least favorite parts of the game in terms of design is that you kind of have to you know the trap comes down here, and that's where you'd put uh, the fruit and that sort of thing. But but you can move it over here. Okay, now how do I get back there? I forget. Oh yeah. See, I'm already losing track of where I am. That. Can I get there? Okay, see. Come on. I am missing an important place around here. So. This is also harder with me trying to talk and, be vaguely interesting while this happens. Oh, there. Oh. There we go. Okie doke. Let's see here. I think this is the way around. There's a problem with a lot of... Well, there's some Speedro stuff. But there's a weird sort of problem, at least I see as a problem, with a lot of games is the fact, especially Myst games, but other and other sorts of games where they play a lot with space, is that how do I get over there? I forget. You play a lot with space. Is that often you get stuck in having to spend a lot of time moving around. Oh, there's our squee. Now, normally, if the thing was in a different place, it would catch it, but that's not what we actually want. We want to startle it so that it goes across here, makes a noise, that pops up and breaks and opens our way. And I don't think this is the best design because it's sort of a design that's dependent on happenstance. In terms of a puzzle, it's there's an obvious way of doing things, but it's not the right way, and there isn't really an obvious reason to do it the wrong way, except that you're kind of you've run out of you've tried it the right way and you didn't get anywhere. So this happens a lot in adventure games, especially earlier ones. Where it's just sort of like, oh well, I try option A. I wouldn't think to try option B, but I've got nothing else to do. Oh, option B works. I think one of the best examples of that is in the Sam and Max games, especially the earlier Sam and Max game. Where you've got things like you have on the early Sam Max game you have your verbs use, take, and you can point at things and take this, use this, that sort of thing. At one point the solution is, and this is a spoiler, sorry, but one point the solution is to use Max, your sidekick, and he takes something and swallows it, and then holds it in for a while until he barfs it up later when you need it. It's funny. And it's clever, but it's not intuitive in any way. It's something that you discover by just fiddling with things, and you go, oh wait, that did something. And I don't think that's good design. Okay. Let's go over there now. Whoosh. But back to the thing about space is that, like, okay, like with this one, I was over there, got the thing, but the trap is over here, so I kind of find my way around to the trap. And then I set it, but now I got to get back. But it's not I can't go back the same way I came, so I had to go through for here, and it squishes around there, and I have to go back here. And you spend a lot of time just moving from place to place, which happens when you are in different space. You know, um, there's stuff over there. I'm over here. I need to go between here and there. Um, Or if, like especially in places like Riven, I'm on one island and I did a thing, and now I need to go to the other island to do another thing so that I can do something on the third island. And that's just a lot of click, 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 move around, run around, run around. Um, which is realistic in the sense that, you've got to go from one place to another, but it's kind of boring, especially, when you're in the middle of a puzzle or such, and you're trying to move back and forth, and it's like I got the idea, but now I have to spend 5 minutes to get there to implement the idea, and then spend 5 minutes running back, and now I got to try it again. Oh wait, didn't work. Well, after it, I don't know. I'm not sure what the right solution to that is, in the sense of space. If you have a sense of space, there's only so much things are going to be in different spaces, and that to have a sense of space means you move from one space to another. But I always found that really frustrating, especially when I was working on a puzzle. And I've seen a lot of people who play. Oh, I got the bird stuck in here. But yeah, I always found it really frustrating when I was working on a puzzle because, it's just like, I've got to. It feels like a lot of unnecessary busy work. But yes, the brothers. I mean, I think that the murals in Exile do a really good job of sort of explaining what was going on with all of the with the backstory. Yeah, Rachel, you're right. First of all, the first one you said were the earlier issue needs foreshadowing, which I agree, and also in that these in-universe problems involve animals will behave in certain ways, and then how do you intuit that? Yes, exactly. Um, I mean, you could say that the issue with the squee, you've seen what the squee does before, um, and that but it's a bit of a leap. And when it comes to the animals, animals less are a lot less predictable than, say, gears or rocks and physics. So yeah, you're kind of get to that sort of will the animal actually do what I want it to? Um, you know, and Atris writes this age as a test to kind of figure out. I wonder how much Atris actually sat down and wrote out. I mean, did he essentially do game design on this one? He was like, okay, I'm going to need a flower, I'm going to need this, and we're going to need a bird. But how do you write an age that is this integrated and dependent on specific things? How do you describe that? How do you get this? It's not a place where you can kind of really go in and build the things you want, like Voltaic, um, or even a materia. You know, it all just kind of has to be there. And so then the question becomes, how do you write that? I feel like we should be able to go this way. I forget why we can't. but okay. Here we go to one of the. Here we go here. Where is it? I mean, I kind of think this is a really cool mechanic here. I think it's really hard until you figure it out that there are certain things that you have to plants you have to click on and manipulate. I mean, if you've gotten here, you figured out the sound thing from in Jananin, but you know. That goes there, that goes there. Okay. I think if I know that one, there's that one, but I'm trying to think if there's multiple here, if that's just actually the reason. Okay. And if it were just the plants, maybe, I'd be like, oh, okay, I could kind of see writing that. But you're right, the birds. The beasties. How do you ensure the beasties are going to do what you want them to? Okie doke. Now, I guess the assumption is, imagine this age is focused on specific mechanics of things in the age, and then spent time getting hands-on with the plants, and directly manipulated things so he could change and working around the things he could. You're right, Parker. I mean, I think that's what you have to do. That's also, I mean, that is how Atris handles things, is he kind of writes things and fiddles with them and sees what he can come out with, which is, I think, Atris' strength. Okay, and here we go into this. There's a couple different ways around this one, if I remember correctly. There's a weird. Well, I probably get up here, and you can kind of go back a different direction than the one you came. And that's the one I get lost the most on. It took me forever to figure out there was a turn there. Okay, where is it? Okay, that means I need to get that focused on that. Yeah, it's actually a good point, Parker. Parker says the easiest way to get what you want is to not fully understand what you want at the outset, and then find the beauty in what you get. I think that encapsulates my style of running a role-playing game really, really well, and the importance of the role-playing game as collaborative. And this, you can say the same thing. Yeah, it's like Rachel says, me working on my Cortex games. This is exactly it. Um, and I think it's the same thing with with improv and that sort of thing is that how is it put in Powered by the Apocalypse games? They say one of the phrases they use is "play to see what happens," and I think that's kind of different ways of saying the things that that we're all saying here. Is that you're not looking for a specific outcome as much as you're looking for what comes out of what happens. A GM, a lot of people tend to think of GMs as sort of having all the answers and having to control things. And you've made you've got your module and this is what's in there. And I wrote a bunch of stuff on Town A, and so we're going to go to Town A. Darn it. But I think that when you get to narrative games of any sort, games in which the fiction and the narrative aspects of the fiction matter, you've got to give up on a deterministic point of view, which means Go into it not, having, maybe some things you're trying to get at, but don't go into it with the idea that certain things will happen. See, Laundress is around. Is Laundress around? No. But I mean, that's also very much how I've played a lot of the Strange Seeds game. I have some things that I've kind of had in wait since day one, and the characters simply have never gone that direction. Just, they're not interested. And if they go that direction, I have a ton of stuff because I thought it was really cool. Um, I may never use that stuff. That is okay. Um, I might find a place in the future where it fits in better. Um, I might use it for another game. You know, who knows? Okay, let's listen to Savidra here. Yeah, Rachel, once again, it's reassuring to teach, remind GMs that it's okay to not have all the answers beforehand. That's really important. Um, Even if the GM is supposed to be, I am God in here, you're not, you're not infallible.
This morning I woke up and I couldn't picture Tamari's face. The little line at the corner of her lip that pulls her whole mouth down when she smiles, the flutter in her eyelashes. I tried so hard to picture her in my mind, put her down on paper as if that might bring her back. I couldn't do it. Atris, I'm not you.
Parker, you're right. It is important for the GM to understand the game isn't about them. And sometimes the most frustrating GMs are the people who really like to, who are performers, who like to perform, and they get really stuck into performing the things. I need to tell you about what I've created for you, and here's the character, and I want to play with this. It's not about performing. Okay, well, I said things. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing and where. Okay, I need to get the thing down to here if I remember correctly. Um, okay, we got that here. He needs to come down here. Um, uh, Darn it. Uh, Try to remember if there's another place I'm going to point this one at. Okay. Got that one. We got that one. Maybe this is the one I'm supposed to point elsewhere. Back this way. Okay, that one's not there, but this one is. I'm trying to remember how to get behind it, or if I even do. Or does it just automatically tag that one over there? That might be it. Okay. Did I just go in a circle? Maybe. Oh yeah, I can't get across there anymore. think there was something I was supposed to put in place that allowed me to get through to that side before I switched things around. Okay. That's the thing I need to get. I was up there before. Okay, and that means that that one needs to be turned. Okay. Now if I can remember how to do all that. Keep getting turned around. I think there was another thing I was supposed to activate. Let's see here. So, um, you guys there in chat, um, what do you think that are some good examples that you have seen in your role-playing experiences, um, where you know someone has had to kind of just kind of roll with what happened, that led to a really kind of cool gaming experience? Do you have anything like that, or um, if so, go ahead and share it with the chat, and I will share it with the stream. Um, while I am bumping into corners here. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going in circles. So Junie, you say you have no role-playing experience. What sort of experiences do you think you would like to have? I mean, what seems to call to you? Something where you don't have to fight people, opposed to gratuitous violence. It's understandable, definitely. Um, I mean, the fighting aspects are not everyone's cup of tea. And I mean, I play games where I fight stuff, and that's fine. Sometimes that works for me, but doesn't work for everybody. Um, I think fighting is an easy thing to fall back on because it's an easy thing to think of as dramatic and an easy thing to think of as, you know, um, it's an easy thing to think of as dramatic. It's an easy thing to think of as a source of conflict. Um, Other ways are sort of harder to do. Let's see. Parker, in Pathfinder campaign, the GM didn't have a specific content prepared for the session one day, and we decided to throw a humorously incompetent dungeon at us. After exploring it, we ended up renovating it and moving in. See, that's Parker. That's the sort of thing I think is awesome, and I would be totally for that. It's like, dude, this is easy. Let's hey, we could just move in here. That's great. Yeah. Okay, I am once again getting stuck because I am not paying attention enough, I think. But nope, no, that's Savidro again. Ah, here we are. And I think over here, this direction somewhere, there's a way of changing something so that I can get back. Let's see. There's that. Ah, Okay, not quite what I wanted to do, but hey, it's something new. Um, here, probably it's what I need to do in some respects. Oh, oh God, yes, I remember this now. Okay, that's a way of getting back up to here. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, wait, I just turned around. Okay. Okay, this seems familiar. Or did I just turn around again? I think I just turned around again. Wait, nope. This looks portentous. Maybe pretentious is the right word. Occasionally I do just want to jump, but there's something I'm forgetting, which I should be used to by now. There. I think that there's some leaves somewhere that I need to unlock, but I forget where they are. Okay. Uh, this is what I was afraid of. Was that this over here I would start to lose track of everything. Oh wait, okay, here we go. Okay, so the light does need to go through there, which means I need to shine it there, probably up to there. Or let's see here. That's that. So yeah. Okay. That feels like I'm accomplishing more. Whether I'm actually accomplishing more is a different story, but at least I feel good about it. I'm willing to go with that for the moment. I think I just went in a circle again. Yep. See, there's something about this thing here. There we go. I think this is what I want. Yeah, Junie, I saw what you said back about reflexes at video games that require fast response. I mean, that's also unfortunately a video game style that's easy to cater to. Um, Computers do things fast, easily, and it's kind of easy to conceive of doing something smart, shooting something quickly. Not doing something smart, doing something fast, shooting something quickly. You know, the so-called high twitch gaming. Um, I'm not the best at it myself, um, though I can get by. Um, but I know there's a lot of kind of interesting gaming experiences that people don't get to have because they don't because the assumption is that you're going to be doing that as part of it. Um, someone, I don't remember where I saw this, um, but I remember someone arguing that the reason the adventure game, adventure games, which used to be really big in the video game market early on, that the reason that they stopped doing as well, I, I'm going too far back up, is that there was a time where you couldn't provide much in terms of you know gameplay, um, um, because of the limitations of video games. Just sort of the technical limitations. Come on, there we go. Um, and so there was a lot more a lot more focus on the things that you could do, which is story elements, narrative elements, things that just kind of focused on the imagination of the player. Um, but that later on, as technical solutions became more prevalent, people were able to do more gameplay that was uh, directed directed by their actual interaction with the computer. First time chat from viewer Wanadron. Hello, Wanadron. Amateria was the marble level, yes. Um, and Voltaic was the rocky level with all the power stuff. So we've gotten those two done. We did Amateria first, partially because it's my favorite. Um, I think it has the best payoff of any age in any of the games. And I am willing to not fight people on that, but I'm willing to have spirited conversations on it. Um, okay. Now, I think I need to turn this one, but I forget how to get around it. Let's go down here. Oh, that was a circle. Okay. I can't get over there. So yeah, I get turned around in a circle so quickly here. Telerov Chris. Well, Guildmaster, welcome. Or Guild Person, that's Telerov's Guild Person. But yeah, Amateur is a great age. Telnava is Guildmaster. Okay, can I remember? Let's try going this way. I can't get across there now because I needed to turn the light elsewhere. But there was another way, I thought. God. This is why I put off Adana to last. See, I think I should be able to just get over there, but I think I need to adjust that one to line up. Or maybe it's this one I have to adjust. Let's see here. Am I going up too far? Probably. Yeah, I think so. Okie doke. Yes, been through here, seen him. Let's try. Yeah, we've been through over here. Let me. goes over to that one. Okay, let's go down this way. Which of the Myst series games is your favorite? Um, well, let's ask everybody. I mean, I can tell you mine definitely, but let's also out to the chat, everybody. You know, which is your favorite? Um, honestly, I have Exile is one of my favorite of the Myst games because I love the premise and I love Materia so much. I love the premise because I love games that have puzzles but have a in character in world reason for the puzzle. Um, I think though Uru has always been kind of my favorite of the games because of everything that it was and it could have been and still is. I think I'm definitely one of those Uru fans who was like it was ahead of its time and it was misunderstood and all sorts of things. Sort of one of your standard Uru apologists. Uh, I think I'm gonna have to switch back to the other light source. See, look, I just did it again in a circle. That one, I just came from there. I mean, one of the interesting things about the Myst games is very often that they're relatively modular. So, you mean, you've got, the individual games, but you've also got each individual age, which very often has its own set of puzzles and its own narrative and its own theme. Um, see, that's pointing there. That's moved back. The soundtrack for Chris, the soundtrack is absolutely awesome. Absolutely. One of these days, I'll see if I can get back with the uh, Navarani Collective and finish up that conlang of them doing the Narani language based off of the one song. They had some really good stuff. They had a really cool orthography going there with this kind of like climbing vine looking writing system. It was really neat. I think I still have a copy of that somewhere. Okay, so I am going in circles. And I think what I need to do is put that one leaf back down so I can get to the other side. Do something over there that allows me to get back up here. Or change some of these. I feel like I should be going down there. But is there anything I'm missing over here? Wanadron. First of all, excuse me if I pronounce anybody's name wrong. Um, in the immortal words of John Green, that's my thing. Um, but let's take a look here. Okay, that does open it. Am I missing something? Come on. Why is it? Let me. It won't let me out of the stage. There we go. Okay. Now let's go back over there and see if I can figure out what am I missing. What of the many things am I missing? Now, is it over there? Is it down here? Here we go. Well, we got to take that over there. Okay. Go up here. Let's follow it all the way up. I thought I'd gotten that one set up. I guess setup isn't enough. You had just a huge flashback for this puzzle. Interesting idea for it. Oh, well, feel free to share it. Um, you know, share interesting ideas if you like. If not, that's fine too. Okay. Okay. Let's drop back down here and see if there's something I'm supposed to be doing down here that I'm forgetting. I probably. Okie doke. Okie doke. So there's that way. That's where I drop down. This takes us up. That will take me back. This takes us down. Okay, so that's the later part. But there, I think there's something where we go past this. Do 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 do. There's something about, I think, shade over here. Okay, well, there's that, yeah. Which I'll get back to. That's the later. Let's see, can I point this at anything else that's useful? No. Let's see here. Oh, here's a question from Rachel. Do you think any player should have? Do you think players should have more ways to earn fate points than just accepting compels or waiting until the session is next to them to refresh? Um, should is a is a strong word there. I think it's okay to have other ways of doing it. And I mean, there are small other ways of doing it in Fate Core, and there are small other ways of doing it in Unwritten as well. Um, in Unwritten, you can take you can voluntarily take consequences to get fate points. Um, in and you can get one from seeding from uh, conceding a scene, and all kind. You can get one from getting an Excel um, on a discovery roll, but not discovery action, but not using the hint. Um, but um, you know, I think that little things here and there, I don't think are going to be issues, especially if you're trying to incentivize something. This is from a game design perspective. If you're trying to incentivize people to do something, getting fate points for it is a good way of doing that. The thing is that if it's something they end up doing a lot, then there are more fate points around, which means that you've got to figure out a way to burn those fate points up. You need the economy to keep going. Um, this is something I'm not the best at, honestly, as a personal GM, um, and you kind of see that in the game. Okay, come on. Why I'm having UI issues? There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's always the question about what are you incentivizing? Um, what do what do you want? What are you giving people a reason to do? And what are you trying to convince them to do? Um, and that's kind of what currency in general is for. Is how do you know currency gives people ways to do things, and it also gives people reasons to do things so that they can do more. Okay, I don't think I'm doing the right thing here. They're kind of Rachel. They're kind of scattered through the book. I think I may have listed them at one point all in one place, but it is easy to miss them. Yeah, there's something here I'm forgetting, and it involves those. There's some shade somewhere I need to move, and I'm not remembering where that is. Maybe it's down. Maybe it's down here. Okie doke. Come on, let's take a look here. Because I remember seeing something, and I thought, I feel like it's those I need to be moving, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, we've got this one here, but that one goes to the main plant, the big plant at the bottom. So I don't think we need that here yet. Um, I don't think this matters at the moment. I feel like there's a turn I'm missing somewhere, which is always what I feel like in Adana. Yeah, I don't think I'm to this point yet, but I know we go in there. But I don't think I'm quite there yet. Chris, that's a really good question. Would people get as many people get lost in Adana with the slideshow format? Um, and I'm not certain. Here we go. Um, yeah, because I mean, I've seen people um, get very lost with the slideshow format as well. Especially in Riven, there's a few places where it feels like you're supposed to be turning around, but you're not, and or I mean, you're supposed to be turning. It turns out you turn around. But now I'm gonna find myself going around circles in the same place in Donna over at this side now. Okay, that goes to that way. Let's go past it. Okay. And we're back here. It's another one of those things where I'm not sure what the right answer is in terms of you know, you know, you know, is is it easier to navigate through the slideshow format? Is it easier to navigate? I don't want to go back this way. Here we go. Hold a sec here. Is it easier to navigate one way or the other? I mean, often I think that maybe you know there are a lot of adventure games that will give you little pointers to places you should go or things that you can interact with, which makes a lot of sense. But is that too much of a giveaway? Um, no, that's not the way I want. Okay. Ag. Uh, I thought I had pointed to that one, but oof. Oh, that's just back the way up. Ugh. Okay. No, that's not the one I want to take. Ugh. There's something very humbling about Adana for me. Like, oh yeah, I'm a great Myst player. I play all the Myst games all the time, and I do puzzle games all the time, and then you get to a place like Adana, it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'm a great player. Yeah, a lot of it, I guess, depends on the game itself. Also depends on the people involved. Um, um, I am not. I am someone who gets lost easily in the real world. So that probably has a certain, there's probably a certain amount of that to this. I thought I just came out. Can't see it. Yeah. So there's certainly a part of that. Um, some people are just really good spatially. Um, I am not. Uh, okay, well, yeah, we did see this. Uh, stop it. There's over there. We'll hit the second one over there. I guess that one's just not focused right. So I'm there. It points it there. And here the light bounces. Now, if there's a way to get down, which means that there probably is that I'm missing entirely. Can't get across that way anymore. Ugh. Yeah, definitely humbling. Okay. That one I don't think we can get to and move. That one just always points. That's the only place it can really point. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. We'll see how long before I break and start asking for people to remind me. Yeah, yeah, we know that one. We know that one's there, which is one of the ones I want. But I can't. Am I just missing a way down? See, that always takes me to here. So quick, let's talk about something else besides watching me get lost. What are thoughts you have? See, it looks like it should be pointing. Maybe it's just not aimed right. I'm gonna backtrack a bit up just to see if I've missed something. I don't think. Oh, wait, it's up here at least. I don't think it's gonna do anything for me. But well, I'm glad, Dooney, that I can, show some solidarity for you with us, those of us who get lost easily. That's why they make Google Maps, so that I wouldn't get lost. Okay. This goes here. That goes there. I know we've talked to him. Maybe I just need to. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Obviously. Otherwise, I'd get there. Thomas Guides. Yes, I remember Thomas Guides. I grew up in Southern California. So, in Southern California, back in the day, Thomas Guides were how you navigated everything. When people said, hey, let's look at the map, they meant let's go open up the Thomas Guide. It's one of those, sort of uniquely, or at least part of the unique, you know, makeup of the Southern Californian, and in particular, time in our history is the Thomas Guide. Or if I remember correctly, it's referring to freeways as the freeway, as the I-5 or the 40 or the 5, as opposed to going down just instead of just going down 5, you go down the 5. Why am I the 91? Yeah, exactly. Go down you go up the 405 and then down through the God, I also used to um you also refer to a lot of the freeways by their like freeway names, like the Coronado Freeway or that sort of thing. I forget a lot of them though. It's been a long time since I've been there. Uh, I am talking again, and I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. Okay. Okay. Just okay. Well, I'm starting to get frustrated at this point. What am I forgetting, people? Help me out here. If I weren't trying to keep talking, I may be able to like focus on it and figure it out. But I keep talking. Um, am I just getting turned around over and over? Okay, no, I got that. Well, okay, besides that. Ugh. Okie doke. That takes us there. That's just the way I just came up. Uh-huh. I've gone through the fork in the rotten log. But I don't know. At least I thought I had. Okay, that points at that. So we'll set that back there, which will allow me to put the. See, that one is not set. Okay, that opens up that. And I feel like that, I mean, there's something about that circle there that I am forgetting. All right. See you in just a little bit, Rachel. Okay. Maybe I'll have actually gotten somewhere. Who knows? Okay. Okay, I get across to here. Yeah. And going all the way up, gets me to here. Where I want to get the light onto that. And I do that by getting the light to this. And I think I've aligned. Maybe I've just not aligned it quite right. Because what I do is the light is over there, it's now it's down there. So when I switch the light, it goes up to that reflector, which comes up to here. Oh, wait, that's there. See, and this is focused on the thing that I need to explode, if I remember correctly. Wait, I don't think it's been pulled down yet. Isn't that supposed to be full? So I think I'm a few steps behind. Welcome back, Rachel. Um, just once again, in fact, I may actually be doing it because I'm a step behind. Uh-huh. Take this fork. Yeah, it's right back there. That goes up there. Okay. Let's go back. That's going to shoot across to there, but there's part of the problem I'm having. I forgot to hit that one. Okay, maybe I actually did have everything else aligned. I'd just forgotten that. Uh-huh. Which one does this take? Yeah. That takes me that way. Do. Burble, burble, burble. That's a better sound. Yeah. There we go. And that lets the bird out. Okay. I don't feel as completely hopeless as I did a moment ago. Thank you. Thank you for... Its water broke, yes. Now we need to, get the midwife. thought. Okay, now if I hope I don't get lost again, because I just need to go back down there where I was getting lost before. Oh, I got to turn it back. Eh. And around and around. But this way we go. This way here. Okay. So, one of the big things about a puzzle game, especially like a adventure style puzzle game, is what you're really peddling, you know, as a game designer is the aha moment. That moment you're like, dude, I figured that out. That totally worked. Um, and it's fun if you like watch some like playthroughs of games of adventure games or Myst games in various places. I saw this a lot with people playing Abduction. They have this moment where they're just like, "Oh my god, it worked!" And people freak out. That's the aha moment, and that's what a Myst game is really sort of selling. It's really trying to get across to people are those aha moments. Um, and that's kind of what I try to do with Unwritten. Um, and I think one of the things it's very easy to trip up those moments. It's very easy to undermine those moments. And sometimes it's because you've got a particular puzzle where somebody doesn't know something in particular, or there's some detail that they missed, or something like that. Okay. So really, I mean, the big thing is as a GM, avoid do whatever you can to avoid those moments which involve which prevent your players from their aha moments. Um, okay. See, here's another one. This is another one of those turns which I think I got perfectly right the first time I came down here, but I am not getting right now. Uh, that sends me back up there. Let's go up here. That's it. There we go. Uh-huh. So, okay. Go through here. And then we call the bird. And here's the part that, Atris counts on, but, somehow didn't write into the system is picking it up and taking you all the way up to the top. I mean, this is a nice payoff in the sense that you get a good sense of, what Adana is, which is just the big tree with the ecosystem in it. You see how self-contained it is, but it's just not as cool as the marble payoff. Just isn't. Hey, birdie. Uh-huh. I forget which way is out. Oh, this way is out. Oh, and there's the symbol. So finally, Idana is done. We'll get ourselves into Narayan, and I think we should have enough time to finish. Yep, right, Rachel. Idana. Done with that completely. Okay, here we are. Hey. Once again, showing that if there's a way it can be done, there's a way that Atris or the Nini can make it, interesting and yet needlessly complex.
Not so easy, is it, Atris? Running like a rat through a maze, looking for some sign that'll help you save your world. Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it someplace I can't find? Sirius and Akanar didn't care about saving Narayan. All that talk about fixing instabilities, rewriting the age so that we would be free to live our lives, that was just talk to hide the truth of why they had come. But we believed their lies, Atris. So we abandoned our traditions, forgetting that those traditions were keeping Narayan alive. And when the lattice tree started to die, I followed them here to tell them what they had done. And they laughed. They said they would never fix Narayan. They said that they had already taken everything it had worth saving. So, my dear old friend, Atris, I brought you to this place where your education begins. Find the remaining two symbols and then come see what your boys did to Narayan.
Yeah, the brothers are pretty good in terms of just unsympathetic villains.
This what you expected, Atris? When you followed me here hoping to reclaim Relation? This classroom what you expected to find? I read your journal, in Tamana. After I found your linking book abandoned outside this observatory, I read all about the Dunning. How you started their world again.
It's not pronounced that way, by the way.
Can you really do that, Atris? After everything that's happened to Narayan, could you start their world over again? I don't think so. I think there's too much blood on our hands, too many ghosts. Surely you can't change that with a pen stroke. One more symbol, Atris. Narayan is waiting.
Okie doke.
You've done well, my sons, but there's still one task ahead of you. The linking book you see here connects to an age called Narayan. It's a very delicate age, where civilization has emerged in response to the world's imbalances. It's also the first inhabited age I'm sending you to alone. But don't be afraid. The knowledge you've acquired here will show you the way in. Use it and see all that Narayan has to offer.
And here we are at Narayan. And the nifty little symbols. Like I said, someday I want to kind of like extend the set here. Do some cool things with it. But today is not that day. Let's go up to the top here. Enter grammar word pun.
What? You're not.
No.
Where is he? Look, I know he's here. I have his book. So where is he?
He always sends somebody else.
He didn't come.
Nope.
I take relation from him, and he sends you instead.
I've been saving Atris's butt for a long time.
You actually thought this would work. You thought that you could force him into coming here, fixing things. Why? Why would he rewrite Narayan? Because of your messages? Because of your paintings? Look at your world. Look at what's left of it. When are you gonna get it through your thick skull that you do not matter to him? To be alive out there. No one. We're stuck here, you know. The linking book back to Chinanan is gone. Left behind when I linked out of Atris's study. And as for getting in to Narayan, look around you. This chamber is the only way in. And Atris installed some kind of shield, and I have never been able to get past it. Not once in all these years. So you're just as stuck here as I am. At least until I open this book. And I show Atris what it's like to watch your friends and relatives die. If you do find a way out of here, I suggest that you think very carefully about using it. Because the one thing I know about linking books, the doors they open don't close behind you.
Luckily, this door does close behind me. Haha. Okie doke. So of course, turn the power on, which is the most important thing to do in any Myst game. Okie doke. I think I'm gonna save here just because this is always a good place to save. Okie doke. So, okie doke. Okay, so of course the puzzle is that what goes into these is the principles that Adris mentions in his journal, because these are the principles that he's been trying to teach the boys during, uh, through this whole process. Which I think this is the part where I think it's really this is the part I really like, in the sense that, this is where it all comes together, where Atris has been trying to teach something very specific to the boys um, through experience. And then the last bit answer is, okay, what have I been trying to teach you? Um, so let's go ahead and start putting some of those in here. Actually, I should probably take some screenshots so I remember which is which. I know not all of these get used, and we don't have all of them, but hey, that's better. Okay. Do, do. I mean, I really do like the art on these symbols too. I like the fact that it got this sort of pre-established, not really grid, but set of lines. Okay, got that. Um, that you can create so many different shapes with. Um, there is a font that you can find around that allows you to create these symbols out of parts. A is this line up here, that's like this line up here, and B is this line here, and so you can say A B, and it all kind of falls together. So you know, so yeah, I mean that's always if you want to do that sort of thing, that's fun. Okay, so I think Voltaic goes here. That's the energy one. I know it starts with energy. Energy powers future motion. Okay. Hey. Doke. It goes clockwise. I don't think there's any real good reason that it has to go clockwise, in the sense that, from a design perspective, it just, it's got to go somewhere. Um, I might, if I were doing if I was a programmer, I might, you know, set it up so that it would accept it in any order. Just because, clockwise isn't sort of, wait, oh, I forgot something. And, okay, this one. Do, 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 do. Okay, one more. I think that's it, isn't it? Did I miss something? Yes, I kept missing something. There we go. Also, horrible when it comes to typos. Let's see here. Let's try that one. Okay, let me pull up that other. Okay. I do kind of like how iconic some of these symbols are, too, as well. Um, Of course, you can't be too iconic. Wait, no. Because you only have a certain amount of options, for things. But this is sort of a sort of a subset, sort of a liturgical sort of script, as opposed to something more complete, like you might see like with in like Chinese or something like that. I think it could be really interesting. And it's pretty, you know. Never underestimate the power of something, just being pretty. Hey, last one. And there. Woo! Okay. And the last one. There we go. Da, da. And it makes it backwards S here. This one is symmetrical. It's interesting to look at which ones are symmetrical and which ones are not too. It's almost sort of you can see what the artists were thinking of. Um, or at least symmetrical, like vertically or symmetrical rotationally. That's always fun. Um, right. That's the mathematician in me, like, oh, Jules, rotational symmetry. That's awesome. You know. Um, okay. Wait, that should have done something. Let me look again. Got to be missing something. Okay. It's got the S. I've got the flower here. And that's symmetrical. Oh. Um. Hmm. I thought that was it. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, no, 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 I'm reading something wrong. I got it all backwards. I was doing the wrong one entirely. I found some of my earlier notes, and that's the wrong one. Uh-huh. Okay, doke. We have the wave, and we have the orange. I don't know, this always looks like an orange to me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then there's the ball. Wait. Okay, what did I do wrong this time? Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. And now we go to our toggle switch. Which allows you... Oh. Oh, now, since it's... Hey, now you get to watch me mess up the controls. So today's examples and things you shouldn't do. Totally just for. Here we go. I just found some earlier notes I had on this, so I already have screenshots of all those. But now where's the other book? Of course, the Tamana book, which you could take with you. And of course, you could, leave back now, but that would give you, this is the part, of course, where we get to the, the right endings and the wrong endings. And I'm going to be going for the best ending. But you could link to Tamana now, and you get there, and I think Savidro comes and behind you and kills you, which is no fun. Interesting thing though is that we talk about Myst being non-violent, but there are some very violent things that happen in the Myst universe, and I clicked it again when I shouldn't have. There are some very violent things that happen in the Myst universe. I mean, in Riven, Gen will shoot you with the harpoon gun thingy. And here, Savita will come up behind you and kill you by whacking in the back of the head with a stone mallet. Okay. Where did I put that one? There we go. Those are my old ones. Which I thought was like, oh, I found my old ones. I should put them there. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot of violence that happens in the world. In Denis history, there's the Pento War. Huge numbers of people die there. We've got assassinations by your Denis radical cult of the month. Like 31 flavors. There's 31 flavors of cults in Denis. You've got wars. And you've got individual violence, that sort of thing. The brothers do nasty violent things. I think this triggers it. Yes.
Oh my god. They're alive? How did you... The Force symbol. Gives me hope, only to destroy me
Yeah, Brad Dourif's a great actor.
I still have something that he wants. Something that he sent you to bring back for him. Release him. Drop the outer barrier when I'm out by the gondola. Switch the shield so the outer barrier is open. And in return, I'll give up Release.
Oh, I feel so bad for Threeder right here.
Please don't do this to me. Not when my family could still be alive out there. Want the book? Here. I'll give you the book. Just please, please don't do this. Please. I can't do this again. Please don't leave me trapped here like this. I can't. No! No! No, no, no! No, 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 no!
Okey doke. See, this is another one that one of the things I kind of dislike about sometimes some of these endings is that so much of them are figuring out which is the right ending. Sometimes is trial and error. Like this should work. Oh wait, nope, didn't quite work the way I wanted. It didn't quite work because story reasons that aren't really clear. You know, first time I did this, I at that point went, oh, okay, well I'll just turn the power on. We'll let them out now. And so I turned the power on, but the external shield was still on. The internal wasn't. So he comes up and kills me. It's like, dude, I was just about to. Oh, well. And there's no way that you could have known ahead of time that that would have happened. I think that some of the, I mean, I don't think it's quite like with the brothers, when it's just like you're given a clear choice, like, one brother or the other brother or, this third option. And you're just not, I mean, there's a sort of a moral sort of, there's a choice there that's dependent on your, sort of your opinions of the characters. This one's just like, if I do it this too soon, he's just going to kill me. But if, Okay, and then we're out here. Oh, I probably could have just gone straight to Tamana. I have Releashon. What do I have? I forget. Can you actually open the Releashon book? Hey there, Taryn. I know you. You're that guy. Yes, I know it's you. Taryn is my son. He's in the next room. And I just heard him like, it's me. It's like, yes, I know it's you. I know that name. You've been using that name since you were 12 years old. Okay. They put me up on the big TV. Oh, great. So this is what happens when you stream in your own household. I'm in one room and they're watching me on the big TV in the other one. But just came in for the ending, yeah. Okay, so we're almost done, so. And back to Tamana, otherwise known as New Mexico. Looks like New Mexico, doesn't it? Over here.
By the Maker, you've returned. Atris, come quick! The fire burned the linking book you used. We had no way of following Thor.
You've returned, but where's Releashon? Did you bring back the book?
Oh yeah, we locked it. Yeah. See, to me that seems kind of thin for a descriptive book, but maybe he just writes really fine.
We're in your debt, my friend. If this book had been destroyed, everything we worked for,
This whole game session.
of Releashon, you've been lost to us forever.
You must tell us everything.
We need to write it all down so we can send it to eventually give it to Cyan to make a game. Denouement.
At last I can rejoice, for Relishan has been returned to me unharmed.
Thanks once again to somebody else.
Provide a new beginning still lives on. I'm sure that no danger shall befall it.
Oh yeah, nothing happens to Leishon
As
from this
I
point
sit
on.
here writing in this journal, I rejoice to know that Narayan too is safe. The secrets of its past have been unlocked, and old wrongs have finally been righted.
No thanks to Atris.
I know now that we can't escape the past, nor can we rewrite it, hoping to lessen our pain. The best we can hope for is to continue to learn. Take from the past only that which is good, and move on. Perhaps in the process, we will build a brighter future.
Dun, dun, dun. Gotta get some of the really awesome music in there for a sec. There we go. And this, we finish Exile. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. Yeah, Junie, you're right. It's great closing music. This is one of my favorite ones because of its clear concept and its clear execution on that concept. And that the concept is on many levels. These are test ages. They're trying to teach you things. And Atris is trying to, not only is Atris trying to teach his boys something, the game is trying to teach you things as you go along that you use later on. Very Chekhov's gun there. Chekhov's puzzle clue. You get a little bit earlier. You see some things earlier. You see the things that become very important later on. I think that's good storytelling. And that's a good sort of thing that you can also take back to whatever games you like that you're going to be running. If you want people to figure things out, and you have gimmicks or puzzles or clues, make sure that you signal those clues earlier. Make sure that the players know what's available. And in converse to what we see here, where some of the, you can get lost so easily in the minutia of the game, like me trying to figure out where everything is in the Dana. That's the thing you don't let happen to your games. Don't get lost in minutia, unless the players themselves love the minutia. And some players, they'll sit there all day and write maps and figure out coordinates and all kinds of stuff. And if that's what they like and what you like, go for it. But yeah, check out Adventure Game. Okie doke. Well, it's about time. We're a little bit over. Thank you for watching me go in circles. And we'll go through the usual sort of things. If you like this, we have a Patreon. You can see the link down there at the bottom. And if you want to join the Patreon, and that'll help us out and do more things. Thanks, Junie. Thanks for being by. We'll see you next time. So the next things that are happening is that this weekend is the Strange Seeds game. And that's on the 6th, Saturday the 6th at 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll be continuing the game, and we'll see how our players do against the Cult of the Seed. I think it's going to be a very special weekend, so I hope everybody jumps on that. In 7 days' time, we'll be back here at 6 p.m. The next Myst game, of course, is Revelation. Maybe we'll do Revelation. Maybe I'll slip in something that's not specifically Myst themed, just to kind of break things up again. I don't know. As usual, please feel free to leave comments, give feedback here on Discord, on the Patreon, wherever, and continue to buy Cyan stuff because they're the reason we're here. Oh, and also the my lovely wife has a class that she's doing relatively soon, and I need to look up the exact time because I don't remember it off the top of my head. Um, trying to think where it was. It's on Friday. It's this Friday. I hear the call from across the house. This Friday, the 5th, at 6 p.m. Pacific time, is Ellery is doing her mini bookmaking class. Did I say 5th or 6th? 5th. Friday the 5th. Um, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Mostly just need, and you can go to ElleryMakesStuff.com to get some information there. And her Twitch stream is also Ellery Makes Stuff, in which Ellery makes stuff. And she'll do just kind of she'll paint and that sort of thing on kind of a regular basis. So and then chat to people. So feel free to follow her as well. Um, and thank you very much. We will talk to you all uh, this weekend or next week. And, be excellent to each other. Shara.